Hi everyone, Colleen here. I just wanted to share a little video with you today. I found this morning when I was scrolling through Pinterest at some ungodly hour, and I just thought it was beautiful and I just wanted to share it with you straight away. It's a tiny little Easter basket. It holds 10 of the little, what are they? The Darrell Lee hunting eggs, and I think they're rather a nice little size. I'm right into this nice little size this year. So it's very simple. It just uses the stitched ovals, thin cuts, and you're going to be using the 2 1/4, the 1 3/4, and the 1 1/4 inched ovals, and I've already cut those out. So there's his head in the 2 1/4. For his ears and his feet, you need the 1 3/4, and you need to cut 4 of those. And for the inside of his feet and ears, you're going to cut these ones here. They're 1 1/4, and I've cut the main body out in toffee, and the ballerina is the pink pieces. I've also cut out a little heart for his nose, and that has come from the Seize the Day, and there it is. Oh, you can't see it very well, but that is the die cut for that. So that's what I've used for his little nose. For his eyes, I've just used some black, and I've used a 1/4 inch hole punch. And for the body of the box, it's really simple. It's I'll just make sure I've got the right size, because this is the second time. 5 inches by 5 inches, and for the bit that fits over here, you need to have 1 1/2 by 4 1/2 inches. Now I have also made him up in, right, so this one here is just using the basic ovals, and as you can see, he's slightly larger all over, but I thought he was really sweet. And this one here is using a mixture. This was the prototype one I made up. And I know that my Bonnie will love this because she's right into purples at the moment. She loves purple and blue, where Evie's just pink, 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 pink. And this is using the basic as well as the stitched ovals onto that one. So let's get started on scoring. Now, when I scored this one, I found it on May made this. You can too, on her website, and I just thought it was just beautiful when I saw it, and I just thought I'd love to share it with you today. I'm going to be using, she used the scoreboard, but I'm actually going to show you excuse me, how to use your trimmer with the score blade in. Now, I painted my score blade with nail polish so I could never lose it, and that was about 4 years ago, and I still haven't lost it, so I'm very happy. What we need to do is take our piece of 5 by 5, and we're going to lay it in. Now, these lines, because they go all the way through, they're all the way through your board, they're easy to follow. So when you're laying it on, lay your point on at 2 1/4, so that it's 2 1/4 all the way down, and you're going to score. And you're going to lift, and you're going to shift it into 3/4 of an inch. So you're going to use your points, always your points. That's your point of reference for this whole little box, and you're going to score. You're going to lift. Now you're going to turn, and you're going to repeat those 2 scores. So 2 1/4, and then 3/4 of an inch, and you're going to repeat that on all 4 sides. So 2 1/4. Now the 2 1/4 will give you the point ends of the box, and the 3/4 gives you the body of the box. It just seems, I know, a little bit different, but once you've done it and you've put it together, you'll realise just how easy this is. So as long as your points are following those lines, your box will go together beautifully. So 2 1/4 again, with the points on the line. I hope you can see that. So the points are in on the 2 1/4 inch, and score. and then bring it over to the 3/4 inch mark, which is here. So 1, 2, 3, and make sure that the points are lined up and score. And that's all your scoring done. Oh no, we'll score this little bit. Now this little bit needs to score at 1.5 inches. And I like to bring it just behind the line, not directly on it, but just behind it. I find that it's easier doing it that way. And if you turn and score both ends separately, not shift it through, because sometimes you can get a little bit of a different reading, but that's the little bit that goes over the center. Now, I don't know how well you can see that. Here you've got all these tiny little triangles, and we're going to remove all of those. So you're just going to remove them just like that. I'll hover this in a minute so that you can have a look and see. So if you're making this along with me, you can stop, pause the video, and make sure that yours looks exactly the same. Like I said, as soon as I saw this, I just went, oh, that's just so gorgeous. And I thought I would have a go at it, and I'm really, really pleased with the end result. The only thing is I can't find my gel pen, so I used a silver one on his little face. But it's still come up all right. So just snip out all of these pieces. So in total you'll have 8, 2 per side, that you need to remove. Rightio, so there's our 8 little bits on the way out, and this is what it will need to look like. Just like that. So you removed all those pieces. Now we're going to burnish and fold all our score lines before we do any more cutting. So you need to burnish and fold all of these. So if you had an envelope punch board, this is what it would look like on it. Rightio, so we've scored everything. Now we're going to pick 2 points, and that's the points we're going to be cutting up on. So we're just going to cut down through the middle to that second score line there. Same with this one. Turn it right around, and on the opposite side you're going to cut again. Right, so that's it. So you've got your pieces will look like this now. You've got your centre pieces and these bits here at the end. Now, we're going to add a small amount of glue to just here. And then we're going to bring this piece over. Now, what happens here is when it comes across, those 2 points just meet. So they don't even overlap, it just meets there at the top. Can you see that? And squeeze it into place. And then we'll add adhesive. Now, we don't want to add adhesive here, so I just draw a triangle line and then add glue, fold it up and over. Oh, I've got a little bit of glue there. And then burnish that into place, and that will hold that side together, and that's what it needs to look like. So we'll repeat that on this side. So just on here, we're going to add a small dot of glue just in there. Then we're going to swing this over, and just the points just touch each other. You want a flat line across here. And then adhesive up through here, and then fold that up and over, and then burnish into place so that it sticks nicely down. And that there is the side, the front and back of the box. Now we're just going to add adhesive on to here, the glue, and burnish that. Same with this side. Fold it in, burnish it down, and that's your little basket made. How simple is that? And you know when those pieces feel right because they just touch and they give you a straight edge across the top. Now for this piece that goes, this bit fits over through here like so. So we're just going to place adhesive on this section. Place it down over there. So you're lining it up with the 1/2 inch section. And we'll add adhesive onto this bit. And bring that up and over. And that fits into that section there. And that gives you your little basket there with just a top. It's not a handle, it's just a top. Now we'll put that aside, and now we're going to get our pieces ready here. Our little face we'll put aside for a minute, and we're going to add all our ovals into place. So we're just going to add adhesive and pop it on. So these are his ears, these ones. It's very cute. Every time I look at him I just think, oh, he's so cute. Oh. Crikeys. There we go. So I'll put up the measurements for the other size, the 7 by 7 inch one and the 4 by 4 inch one as well, so that if you would prefer to make a larger one or the smaller one, you know, you can. This is just, I just really like this size here. I just thought it was a nice size. So now I'm going to place my 2 ears on a slight angle, and I'm using my grid to line them up, and I'm going to come down so that they're past the centre point at about 1/4 inch. And I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive on the base of each one. And I've moved them. Well done, Cozy. Yeah. Right. Now I'm going to take my bunny's head and just place that onto there, like so, and just press it down for a minute. Then I'm going to take the little heart and I'm going to put it on upside down. So 3 little dots of glue, which I've put on up the wrong way as usual. Noodle head. And that goes on upside down. Now I'll just get a black marker. I'm just going to draw some whiskers. And a little mouth. And then I've got some cardstock here. I'll just punch out 2 little eyes. There's my eyes. And put 2 little dots. Oh, my hands are sticky. And I couldn't find my tweezers, so I'll just have to... There it is. can see it. Put his little eyes on. I'll use my scissors to manoeuvre them into where I want them. And this is my silver pen I bought. Yeah, Pilot. So that'll just do to just do a little line, a couple of dots. Just to give it the highlight of an eye. Now onto here, I'm going to put just a bit more adhesive. I'm going to stick that just behind the back, like so. Excuse me. Oh dear, my cough's back again, it's driving me crazy. I was in the supermarket the other day and was coughing so much. I'm quite sure they thought I had coronavirus, but I can guarantee you I do not. I just cough a lot. Come this time of year, very unpleasant. So now I'm just cutting out 6 little 1/4 inch circles. I would like smaller ones, but I don't want 1/8. I want something that's sort of like, I don't know, in between. Yeah, I suppose 1/8 is in between, isn't it? But it's just a little bit too small for what I want. So now I'm just going to add a little dot of adhesive here. And I tried putting all the adhesive on at once, but it was a bit of a disaster, so I found it's just easier to do a little bit at a time. Scissors. So there's 3 little toes, and I'll put 3 little toes on this one. There's 1. 2. There's 3. Oh. Use my scissors to get them into place. And then I'm just going to adhere them just on here. So bring them down towards the bottom, but don't come off the bottom. There we go. Trying to get it level. There we are. Alright, so now all we need to do is fill it up with some chocolates. Oh, it's empty and I haven't even eaten any of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, and I'll nick 2 out of here. 10. So there we go. There's my little bunny basket that holds 10 little hunting eggs. I hope you like it. I just thought it was absolutely super cute and I couldn't wait to share it with you. So till next time, keep inside, keep safe, and bye for now.